She won't come right out and say it. She won't look you in the eye and admit what's really happening. Instead, she'll pretend like everything's normal, like she's just fine, but her body is shouting things her mouth will never say. When a woman is aroused, when she's truly turned on, when she's wet for you, she sends signals. Quiet ones, dangerous ones, the kind of signs most men never notice. Her body starts leaking these little tells unspoken subconscious cues, and if you're not paying attention, you miss them. But if you catch them, you unlock something. You go from guessing to knowing. From just another guy to the one who sees her fully. These signs are raw, unfiltered, and once you learn to see them, you can't go back. First, her hands, they just won't stay still. Around you, they're alive. She keeps adjusting things, fixing her hair, tugging at her sleeve, tracing along her skin like she's trying to ground herself, and she's not even aware she's doing it. It's instinctual, because when arousal kicks in, the nervous system reacts before she even realizes. Her fingers drift, her hand lingers near her collarbone, or her throat, or her lips. Sometimes she touches her necklace or plays with a strand of hair in a way that's slow, distracted. It's not performance, it's biology. And it's one of the most primal, revealing things her body can do. Because the truth is, she's not imagining touching herself. She's imagining you touching her hand. Her hands are acting out that fantasy, subtly, involuntarily. This is where most guys mess up. They're too caught up in her words, too busy thinking of what to say next. But the man who watches, the man who listens to what her body is really saying, he's the one who notices. He doesn't see a random gesture. He sees her body whispering secrets, and when you see it, really see it, everything changes. Suddenly, the conversation has a pulse. There's heat in the air. You're no longer just two people talking, you're two bodies playing a silent game. And here's what separates the man from the boy: he doesn't break the spell. He doesn't laugh it off or draw attention to it. He stays still, present, letting her body stay in that place, safe, exposed, excited. The second sign, her eyes, they start to fall, not in shame, not out of boredom, but with intent. When a woman is into you, truly turned on, her gaze shifts. She stops looking directly at your eyes and starts looking at your mouth. It's subtle at first, just a flicker, a quick drop in attention, but then it lingers. She's not listening to your words anymore. She's imagining the way your lips feel, the taste, the warmth, the pressure. Psychologists call this a micro-indicator of desire. It's unconscious and incredibly revealing. You'll notice it if you know what to look for. Her glance drifts, her lips part ever so slightly. Maybe she bites her bottom lip. Maybe she mirrors your mouth's movements with her own, almost like she's syncing with you. This is not a woman zoning out. This is a woman imagining what comes next. And she doesn't blink. Her pupils dilate. Her breathing slows. The room fades away. It's just you and her, and that space between your lips. And when you catch her doing it, the mistake most men make is reacting too fast, cracking a joke, leaning in, smiling nervously. But a composed man lets the silence hang. He keeps leading. He lets the tension build. And suddenly, every pause in conversation feels like foreplay. And speaking of tension, here comes the third sign. She gets closer, she breaks the space. You'll notice it not because she's all over you, but because she steps just slightly into your zone. Not enough for others to clock it, but enough for you to feel it. Her heat, her scent, that magnetic pull. She leans in when she talks even if she doesn't need to. She stands close, brushes against you by accident, and stays there. And most guys brush it off. They assume she's just being nice. But what she's really doing is giving silent permission. I'm comfortable here. I want you closer. Her body opens up. Shoulders square. Hips face you. No crossed arms. No backing away. She's not just near you, she's with you. Present. Drawn. And again, don't move too fast. Don't kill the moment. A grounded man holds the energy. Let her feel how much she's craving that closeness without you chasing her. Let her come to you. Then comes her voice. That's the fourth sign. You'll hear it before you understand what's happening. She slows down. Her voice softens. Drops just a bit lower, breathier, like she's sharing a secret meant only for you. Her sentences stretch out. She pauses more. Forces you to lean in. It's not just conversation anymore, it's intimacy. Her laugh. It gets lower, warmer, less performative. She might sigh at the end of a chuckle. It lingers, stays in the air. She might repeat your name or draw out her words like she's savoring the sound of them. And when that happens, the atmosphere changes. You stop being one of many. You become the only one. She's inviting you closer, not with words, but with tone. And if you match that pace, if you drop your own voice just slightly, you mirror her, and she feels it deeply. The fifth sign, her breath. And this one you can't fake. You can pretend to smile, you can choose your words, but your breath, that gives everything away. When she's really turned on, her breathing shifts. She might take a sudden inhale when you lean closer, hold her breath when you brush her arm. You'll notice the rise and fall of her chest, slower, heavier, maybe even uneven. It's not nerves. It's not the topic. It's you. Her body is reacting, preparing, wanting, and if you know how to match her rhythm, slowing down your speech, taking deliberate pauses, you pull her in even more. You're breathing together now, and that's seduction. That's anticipation. That's chemistry without a single touch. Number 6, she mirrors you. You take a sip, she does too. You lean back, she shifts a second later. Your hands move and hers follow suit moments later. This is no accident. This is deep, unconscious alignment. Her body syncing with yours like it's following your lead in a dance. And if you're paying attention, you'll see it everywhere, how she gestures, how she speaks, even how her expressions match yours. This is the body's way of saying, I'm connected. I'm with you. Most guys ruin it by calling it out. Don't just stay composed. Stay slow, confident, grounded. Let her match your pace. Because when a woman mirrors you without even realizing it, she's not just attracted, she's already giving in to the moment. And finally, number 7, she lets herself linger. She doesn't rush the goodbye. She doesn't break eye contact quickly. She waits, hangs in that final moment like she's hoping you'll stop her, like she doesn't want to leave just yet. Her feet might turn away, but her eyes stay locked on yours. She hesitates. That hesitation, that's the last wordless confession, and if you can hold that moment without rushing, without fumbling, you leave her with something no one else gave her, a sense that you saw her, that you heard what she didn't say, that you understood. These signs, they're always there. Women rarely say what they want out loud, but they show it. In movement, in breath, in stillness, in sound. Most men miss it, but the man who sees it, the man who doesn't break under the heat, that's the one she keeps thinking about long after the night ends. Now tell me, how many of these have you seen before? And when you did you know what they really meant?